What's good, YouTube? This is Steve from Negative 11 Studio. Just got a deck profile today. So me and Dark and Dragon got to teach you some strats. So let's get into it. It's a Zombie Exceed deck. I like this. Pretty fun. So first we'll get into monsters. They're pretty simple. Oh, sorry by the way. Kind of under the weather, so if my voice gets a little crazy, you know why. Alright, first 3 Goblin Zombies. Quick searcher. Basically send to the graveyard, search any zombie from your deck with 2,000 or less defense, which is all of them in this particular build. If you synchro with it, you can search. If it's sent to the graveyard for any reason from the field, you search. It's a fantastic card. Basically gets the deck going. Find what you need.
But not when it's an Exceed material.
Oh, yeah, keep that in mind. If it's an Exceed material, you will not get its effect. So, last resort Exceed material right there. Right, the main engine for this deck, it's going to get you all your Exceed monsters, is going to be Blue-Blooded Oni. Basically, if you have an Exceed monster, you can detach a material from it to special summon a zombie, a level 4 lower zombie monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, keep that in mind too. So what I like to do, you have one of these, you have an Exceed, play it, special summon another one from your graveyard, use this effect, special summon some other level 4, and then just do whatever you want. It's a pretty solid card. Gets the deck going, and all your Exceeds come from this card. It's like I lied. All your Exceeds come from that card and this card. Zombie Master. Discard a monster from your hand, special summon one level 4 lower zombie monster from your graveyard. Generally speaking, the monster you're discarding is one that you need in the graveyard, so Plague Spreader, Mizuki, something like that, or some card you don't actually need at the moment. Maybe Blue-Blooded Oni, probably that's usually a good target. Keep in mind, you can use this effect to bring back the monster you discard. Just as long as you have a target in the first place, it's not a problem. But the combo with those, basically, it's this and Blue-Blooded Oni. They get the deck really going for all your rank 4s. The other, mostly level 4 monsters I run, going to be 2 Pyramid Turtles. Legendary Collection has given me secret rare Pyramid Turtles, which I am very proud of for no apparent reason. But they look nice. That's all that matters. Destroy by battle, special summon a level 4, a zombie that has 1,200 defense or less, which is all of them. So, except itself. I'm sorry, wow, I can't talk at all. I don't even know what's going on. But, you get the idea. 2,000 less defense is what I mean to say. Which is all of them. My mistake, YouTube. Talking a little too quick. Okay, cards most people don't normally, you wouldn't see. Bone Crushers. Really crappy card by itself. But in this deck, fantastic. Basically, if it's in the graveyard, and you special summon it with the effect of a zombie monster, you can destroy one spell trap card on your opponent's side of the field. That's what I use it for, and the fact that it's level 4 makes it pretty handy. Just like, oh, it's in my hand. Discard it with Zombie Master. Bring it back. Destroy a spell trap card. And then Exceed forward whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, any rank 4 you want. But you get the idea. Pretty handy. Very useful. Okay, 2 Pain Painters. Very useful card. Keep in mind, Tuner, its effect. You can target 2 other zombie monsters on your side of the field, and they become level 2. In letting you synchro for, well, 4 if you felt like it, but mostly for 6, you'll see why. And it also enables you to Exceed for rank 2, which is going to be Gachi in this particular case. 2 Spear Reapers. I don't run any actual rank 3s. I just kind of play these guys for defense and an extra monster to discard with Zombie Master. But they can't be destroyed by battle, so that just automatically comes in handy all the time. Plague Spreader. You know its effects. In the graveyard, put 1 card in your hand on top of the deck, so summon it. Useful. Tuner. Level 2. Gets you your level 6s from your, extra deck. 1 Mizuki. If it's in your graveyard, move from play. Special summon a level 4 lower zombie. Which is fantastic, because you can discard with Zombie Master. Not only can you special summon with Zombie Master's effect, but you can special summon with this effect, and more rank 4 shenanigans will ensue. As far as milling engines go, I run Raiko, if you can call this an engine, honestly. 1 Raiko, mill 3 destroy card, 1 Lila. I'm tempted to run 2 of these. They're very useful to destroy a spell trap card. I hate back row. Most people do. It sucks. Good card. But the greatest card in this deck, no lie, it's so good that you've never even heard of it. You might have, but it's really good. Boss Monster right here. Bacon Saver. Really handy. All jokes aside, it negates, you can move it from play in your graveyard to negate an attack. That's pretty much it. I run it because, 1, it's level 2, so I can Exceed if I felt like it. or I can discard it with Zombie Master and just special summon. Very useful. Also, first turn, if you're just like hurting for monsters, just set it, and you know, absorb an attack for you. So that's it for monsters. Basically, the whole idea is basically just exceed and then summon Blue-Blooded Oni. If you need to, exceed with Blue-Blooded Oni, and use this effect to swarm. Pretty solid. As far as spell cards go, they're just gonna help you with that mostly. 3 Book of Life, a zombie monster born that also banishes a card from your opponent's graveyard. Good, just automatically. I don't need to explain why. Card Destruction, an interesting card that a lot of people don't like because it's -1. First turn, 6 cards in hand, -1 is still 5 new cards, so I love this. Also, Legendary Collection made it secret rare. Fantastic. As far as other cards go, 2 creature swap. Mainly, you just use this with Goblin Zombie and Paramount Turtle. Search with Goblin Zombie, special summon with Paramount Turtle, and extra attack with Paramount Turtle too, so that's good. If you felt like it, you can do some interesting things with Spirit Reaper too, but I usually don't do stuff like that. 1 Pot of Avarice, get your zombies back in your deck, draw 2 cards. Staples, it's only going to be 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. I might actually take it down to 1 because of Lila and the reoccurrence of Bone Crusher, but it's working out pretty well right now. Heavy Storm and Monster Reborn. Staples, basic stuff.
So you don't run Dark Hole?
Oh, that's true. I don't really run Dark Hole. You can. It's just a personal choice. I don't really need it because the deck works fine as is. So if you want to put in Dark Hole, it works fine. Kill your, you know, whatever zombie you want in the graveyard if you need to. So search with Goblin Zombie, stuff like that. It's fine if you felt like it. Traps, nothing crazy. If you want to do something crazy, go ahead, but I keep it simple. 2 Boundless, you know, good stuff. 2 Compulse, yeah, common, good stuff. 1 Torrential, same thing as Dark Hole, except I like it because it's a trap. Your opponent's like, oh, look what I can do. And you're like, no, you can do nothing. 1 Warning, 2 Mirror Force. I do not run Judgment, not really because it's a bad card. It's a great card. I don't have that many of them. 2, not the greatest fan. Good card, I'm just not using it. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Extra deck, it's pretty simple. Mostly rank force. You should get Y2. It's pretty simple in that regard. But as far as synchros go, Pain Painter lets you get this guy out. Archfiend Zombie Skull. When it's on the field, zombie monsters can't be destroyed by card effects, which is fantastic. Something to keep in mind, it's only got 2,500 attack points, so it's kind of weak. And just make sure you got some protection for it, you know, with the Compulse and Bombs and stuff, because it's very useful. Also, Revived King Hades. With this on the field, zombie monsters, when they destroy a monster, its effect is negated, even while it's in the graveyard, which is something to keep in mind. So something like another Plague Spreader that was destroyed that's not yours, its effect wouldn't work. Or Mystic Tomato, Giant Rat, another Pyramid Turtle. I could go through a list of monsters that do that. Nova Summoner. I'm going to stop now, but you got the idea. So that's really the only level 6s I run. I don't bother with Doom Kaiser because I don't run Zombie World, and most people don't run Zombies, so it doesn't come in handy very often. It would be a good throwaway level 6 to synchro with if I needed to, which you'll see later. But an interesting card I like. Highlight Justice, Decisive Armor. I love this card. It's not particularly useful against many decks. I mean, light is a common attribute, but you're not going to see this the effects of this card get too much mileage. But I play it. It's level 10, so it's just 2 level 4s, and then Plague Spreader or Pain Painter, which are very easy to get out, along with 2 level 4s. So 300 attack points, 300 defense points. It's good to kill things with, and since your monsters are pretty
33,
weak.
right? 33.
I'm sorry. 33. I was probably mumbling it out pretty loud, but 3,300 attack, 3,300 defense. So pretty good. And if they put it face down, who cares? It's in defense. Oh, that's fine. You can't get over it. But just good to kill the things you can't kill. As far as personal tweaks go, I run Red Dragon Archfiend and Red Nova Dragon. Basically, you're going to be using one of your synchros, the level 6 synchros, to summon Red Dragon Archfiend, and then special summoning from the graveyard, Pain Painter and Plague Spreader, or 2 Pain Painters if you need to, from your graveyard with like Blue-Blooded Oni or Zombie Master or Book of Life or some other way. They're prevalent in this deck, so it's easy enough to do. But basically, all you do, you synchro for this, and that turn, Red Nova should happen pretty easily, depending on how many cards you have in your hand, basically. But once again, since your monster's so weak, you want to summon something really powerful. And decent protection on Red Nova too, so yeah, good card. Alright, that's it for synchros. You could have more variety if you want. Like, I could just ditch Red Dragon for Stardust for more protection if I felt like it. But I like the way it is now. As far as Exceeds go, you want Gem Knight Pro. Use it because it doesn't have an effect. Its materials are useless, so if I don't want to waste like a Utopia or something with a good effect that offers some sort of benefit to me, I can just summon this, use some materials whenever I feel like it.
For Blue-Blooded?
Oh yeah, Blue-Blooded. Free special summon. Just out of this. Good card. In this deck. Anyway, 2 Utopias. I like the protection, blocks attacks. Pretty useful. That's pretty much it. Just gotta watch out not to overuse Blue-Blooded Oni's effect. So if you have like, no materials on this, watch out. Because it just gets destroyed. Which is actually why I run Utopia Ray. Because when it has no material, Utopia is a sitting duck waiting to get attacked by who knows what. So put Utopia Ray on top of it. Doesn't get destroyed by battle instantly. And you have another material to use Blue-Blooded Oni's effect with. So that's the only reason it's in the deck. You're never... I'm sorry, I shouldn't say never. You're probably not going to use this secondary effect. Probably not. Abyss Dweller, useful card. Stop graveyard effects. Just make sure you use it at the end of your turn so you don't stop your own graveyard effects. That's pretty much it. Maestro, put your opponent's monsters face down so you can run over them with their probably lower defense. That's a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, helps you out your weaker monsters. Talking about Pain Painter earlier. Gotchi. Good card. Nothing really to say about it, but you got it. I run Evil Swarm Nightmare. Once again, basically, most of these cards are just going to help you just handle stronger monsters. So, Evil Swarm Nightmare, when your opponent special summons a monster, you can put it face down.
And would you say you like that better than Roach?
Yeah, it's better than Roach in that it's anytime your opponent special summons a monster, Roach is level 5 or higher. Roach negates a summon, which is better, but it's level 5 or higher. If they just exceed something, it's like, oh, well, crap. Now what do I do? So that they're interchangeable in some cases, but I like that better. One Shockmaster, basically, it's more protection. If you go ham, you're just going in, and if for some reason you don't win, but your opponent is pretty crippled, you probably want to exceed for this, so then, give yourself some protection. Just be like, oh, you can't use monster effects next turn, something like that. Probably spell cards, honestly, depending on what deck you're using, but just a good card to have. Another similar card to get rid of your opponent's stronger monsters, Violon Sigma. You take your opponent's You take your opponent's effect monster in attack mode. So they're barreling down you with some ridiculously strong monster that you just can't handle. Whatever it may be, you just take it. Most monsters can't protect themselves from being taken control of, if you know what I'm saying. So, good card. Keep in mind. Saves you from a lot of things. Because I speak English. The thing about my profiles, I don't really feel like talking about the side deck. I feel like that'd be a personal thing that you would develop as, you play in your community or whatever. Something that you feel like you need to fix this deck with, something it doesn't do well enough. Like, I understand maybe run some shrinks, some monster removal, maybe smashing ground, Fisher if you're daring. But I won't really put that in these videos. It'll just be something for you to decide on your own. Plus the meta will change, and so will most side decks, so there's really no point. But that's it for this Zombie XC deck. One last thing, Bacon Saver, awesome. If you have a zombie deck, run it. If you're not, just run it. Fantastic card. Saves bacon, yo. Anyway, that's it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. And give me some feedback too. Let me know if you think you can make this deck better. If you have any ideas, suggestions, I'm all open to that. So that's it. This is Steve from Negative 11 Studio, and I'm out.